Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, D'Angelo Russell says he patterns his game after another crafty lefty. He said, if I could model my game after somebody, it would be Manu Ginobili. He was never the most athletic, but he could pass, he could score, and he was just so unpredictable. Not a bad role model for D'Lo. Kevin?
Not at all. Yeah, some similarities definitely there, David. Thank you. And so often we have these epic guard matchups, and tonight, it's all about the front court and not the...
No doubt, Kevin. These front courts are big, they're dynamic, they're physical. A number of these guys can shoot it from great range. This should be one heck of a show.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. C.J. McCollum out there with Thompson. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. And for Washington, we've got D'Angelo Russell struggling out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Paul George, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. No one near Randle as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Knicks. It's a three-point game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
A second chance effort. That shot misses. And New York the other way now. We play just over a minute here in the first. A deep three from Thompson. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
For Washington, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Randle against Gobert. Nobody near George. The Wizards with another miss.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Rebound, Washington. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
McCollum, no good. Washington's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. To the inside. Plumlee. Robinson with the block.
Well, this is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
And Thompson kicks to McCollum. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now, let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. Second is Paul George.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Oh, no doubt about it. Their contributions on the glass provide their team with a huge bonus. As hard as they work on the glass, it makes things a lot easier for their teammates in the post. Lessens the load a little bit on those interior guys.
Now here's McCollum after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Robinson a screen on Russell. Here's McCollum to end the cold streak. Robinson misses.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Down low. And slammed in by Plumlee.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. sir. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Looking now at some numbers for Klay Thompson. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Thompson, a screen on Russell. Out to Thompson from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Thompson's got 6 points.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
Russell, a screen on Thompson. George passes to Bogdanovich. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Russell against McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Thompson inside the line. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. The dish to George. Russell from long range. Robinson pulls it in. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New York. Pass to Robinson. He dishes it to Nurkic. Some nice passing by New York here. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Nurkic.
Feed Rudy Gobert down low. Watch him cash in.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Plumlee with a screen on top. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to McCollum. Takes a 3. That one doesn't break. Wizards trail by 5.
Over the last couple of seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
Plumlee, good, and the assist goes to Russell. Plumlee's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Thompson dishes to McCollum. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And he can't bank that one in. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. He signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, you know, the angles are different for lefties where we operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
No good on the free throw. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, one of the biggest challenges for a player.
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focused and sleep and eat right. Vital.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. He hits the 2nd from the line. Doris since 2000. The New York Knicks have won a grand total of 1 playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problems?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager, down to the coaches, and how is your roster? What caliber of player is there? Clearly, they have not had stability amongst the GMs, the coaches, or the personnel. It does, however, appear that they are moving in a direction with a clear plan now.
And here's McCollum. After D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3. Hardaway for 3. They get the rebound. Robinson, that's good.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Now, here is Russell. He picked up 15 points in their last one against Minnesota. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Washington making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Randall. Jackson Hayes comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Shake Milton in for George. The Knicks also changing it up. Alex Len's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. JaVale McGee comes in for Rudy Gobert. And Curry subbed in for C.J. McCollum. 2 on the clock. Here's Hayes. The layup missed. The Knicks leading by 3. Pass to Curry. McGee with it. And here's Len. He had 10 points in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Milton the pass to Dedmon. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Hardaway. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Thompson, a screen on Russell. Here's Hardaway. And they pick up 2. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
Russell kicks to Warren. Over Thompson. And the shot by Warren, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on it.
Here's Curry. The shot will not fall. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Russell against Hardaway. Outside Russell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards' name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
He misses the free throw.
Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s, Walt, Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
And Doris, growing up around New York, what makes this Knicks franchise so special?
Well, I think certainly the energy of the city, the passion for the game of basketball, playing in the Mecca, how fired up opponents are to play in Midtown Manhattan. The Knicks are a team that everyone follows.
Now Russell, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Outside Russell, kicks to Dedmon. Here's Milton. It's good. This game is all even. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for New York. Outside Hardaway. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Rebound, Washington.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Up top, Warren. Guarded by Hardaway. Russell from long range. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
As important as spacing is in today's game, point guards must have the deep shot as part of their arsenal. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Now here's Len. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot by Thompson, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
That's a floater go, and that one drops for him. Now it's a 5-point Washington lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
New York takes timeout. February, Let's see how the East is matching up. Take a look at New York. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, the Wizards. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Well, I think for New York, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Now, here's Curry. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Inside, Thompson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. 8 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Here's Russell. He's got 8. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that one, good.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
The Wizards with the lead. The pass to Dedmon. Dedmon a screen. To the paint. The kick out to Warren. Wizards passing it around. Milton with it. Curry meets him. Shot's good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Thompson outside, from outside the arc, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Passes it to Milton. And there's the drive, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Substitution on the court.
Getting it done for Washington. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
On the court for the Knicks, Gobert is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Curry in at the 2-guard.
Well, the footwork to get into the catch-and-shoot game, the mechanics of Paul George are special.
And here's Gobert after Paul George getting his 3 to go. McCollum outside. A 3-ball. Connects from 3-point range. McCollum's got 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button. We saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, die-hard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old-school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single 3. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
That one misses. And to watch NBA offense when the ball is hopping, I think you'd agree. It is beautiful. The precision, the grace, the timing. How much of that, Doris, is just making the simple pass?
I think the best basketball is played when players think, what is the next right play? And so often, Kevin, that is simply moving the basketball. On the catch, you're in triple threat position. But as soon as you don't have anything, move it to the next guy. So I couldn't agree more.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
On the wing, Milton. He's guarded by McCollum. Pass to George. Fires the three. It's rebounded by New York. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Outside Robinson. He kicks it to McCollum. Over Milton. And that one goes long. Wizards leading by 3. Randall passes to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Curry finds McCollum. Over Milton. It's rebounded by Hayes. Washington's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Milton the pass to Bogdanovich. There's the pick. Shot from 12. That shot is off. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Nailed from three-point land. McCollum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
George dishes to Bogdanovich. Pass to Milton. The three-pointer no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the New York Knicks. McCollum with the ball. George picks him up. McCollum kicks to Curry. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Washington's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Randall. Shot clock reset for Washington. The 3 from Bogdanovich. The shot missing. New York trailing. To the inside. McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
And Washington making a change here. Plumlee's checked in, and a switcher also for New York. Thompson's checked in.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
Now here's Plumlee. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Plumlee with a screen on Thompson. Left side, George. And again, Washington no good. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Now here's Randall after the miss from Klay Thompson. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Milton. It's good from long range. He's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Wizards.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Curry passes to McCollum. Shoots it. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. McCollum's got 14 points for the game. Now here's Milton. 10 points for him. Here's Randall. Robinson pulls it in. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. McCollum with the bounce pass. Thompson outside, takes the 3. And they'll get another chance. And Gobert kicks to Curry. It's McCollum on the wing over Randall, and good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Milton the pass to George. Plumlee with a screen on Curry. George, no good. The Knicks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Curry passes it to Gobert, and George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
So for the Wizards, Warren comes in for Bogdanovich, and it's Russell in for George. Then for the Knicks, Alex Len's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. JaVale McGee comes in for Gobert. Hardaway is subbed in for Curry. Now here's Len. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Washington. McCollum outside. Thompson sets the pick for McCollum. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. New York, no good that time either.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
The pass to Warren. Russell looking it over. Here's Dedmon, and that one drops. Dedmon's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Passes it to McGee. Now McCollum. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
Milton finds Russell. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to McGee. Len with it. He's guarded by Plumlee. Len passes to McCollum. Drains it from beyond the arc. And it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
And he's now made 3 3-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Mason Plumlee. He's around 6 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
And the Wizards with possession. Milton kicks to Plumlee. Screened by Russell. Pass to Dedmon. Dishes it to Warren. 5 on the clock. Over Thompson. And the shot by Warren, no good. New York with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. From 11 feet away. And again, it's New York.
Guys, you want to be able to score from all 3 levels, and Hardaway Jr. is capable. That instance, mid-range is on point.
Now, here's Milton. He's guarded by McCollum. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. Number 1, the Knicks.
And anybody who's a fan of defense has got to love this team. I mean, no one loves to see their name on top of that leaderboard as much as this coaching staff.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Dedmon. The Knicks leading by 4. Now the pass to McGee. Len down low. Dedmon's there. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McCollum's got 23.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
Russell finds Milton. Dedmon a screen. 6 feet out. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They lead by 4. Glenn a screen. Out to Hardaway. They double team McCollum. Thompson outside for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Thompson's got 16.
Well, you talk about confidence when you're from distance. It's Klay Thompson. That's his world, and we're just living in it.
Dedmon a screen. Here's Russell. McGee with the block.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Unloads from 13. Thompson misses.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And Dedmon throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Wizards trail by 5. Milton with it. He's got 12. It's Dedmon top of the key. 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Warren with the ball. Now guarded by Lamb. Here's Milton. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Knicks leading by 5. And here's Thompson. He picked up 36 points in the last one against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Well, the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
I mean, call him a combo guard, 2, whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Now, here's Milton. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Dedmon. He got right to the cup using that screen.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
The Wizards have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. And New York with a change here, too. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Klay Thompson.
Find the lane. One shot.
Dedmon, no good on the free throw.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now here is Hardaway. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Hardaway against Russell. Spins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
You cannot be careless guarding D'Angelo Russell. This guy's so good at putting the defense in tough spots.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
We got this. We got this.
And so Russell hits them both. Here's McCollum. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Knicks. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing.